Get ready to dive into the most electrifying, dazzling, and colossal party on earth, the Brazilian Carnival. But have you ever wondered what lies behind the glitter, the feathers, and the non-stop rhythm? This isn't just a party, it's the soul of a nation expressed in its most vibrant form. Today, we're going beyond the surface to uncover the rich history, deep cultural roots, and the sheer magic that makes Carnival a global phenomenon. From its surprising European origins to the African influences that gave it its heartbeat. We'll explore how this celebration became so uniquely Brazilian. So, where did it all begin? The story starts not in Brazil, but in Europe, with a Catholic tradition. Before the solemn period of Lenta, time of fasting and reflection, people would indulge in a final feast. This farewell to meat, or Carnival, was a time for revelry. Portuguese colonists brought this tradition to Brazil in the 17th century. Initially, it was a rather chaotic affair called intrudo, where people would playfully throw water, flour, and sometimes even mud at each other in the streets. It was messy, rowdy, and a world away from the organized parades we see today. The Great Transformation began in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, especially in Rio de Janeiro. The elite started organizing masked balls and private parades inspired by European high society, particularly the lavish festivities of Paris and Venice. But the real revolution was happening in the streets, driven by a powerful new cultural force. The Afro-Brazilian communities, freed slaves and their descendants, who had been marginalized from the elite celebrations, started creating their own forms of carnival. They brought with them the rhythms, instruments, and spiritual traditions of Africa. This is where the soul of modern carnival was born, and that soul has a name: samba. You can't talk about carnival without talking about samba. It's more than just music. It's a cultural identity. Born in the Afro-Brazilian communities of Rio de Janeiro, known as Little Africa, samba blended African percussive rhythms with European harmonies. It started as an impromptu gathering, a circle of people clapping, singing, and dancing the samba de roda. Soon, this infectious rhythm became the official soundtrack of Carnival. It's the driving beat that fuels the parades, the energy that gets millions of people dancing, and the story of resilience and joy sung by every samba school. This brings us to the heart of the modern celebration: the samba schools, or escolas de samba. It's a massive collaborative effort, a testament to community spirit and artistic passion. When a samba school enters the Sambadrome, it's pure spectacle. The Sambadrome itself, a purpose-built parade avenue designed by the famous architect Oscar Niemeyer, is a temple dedicated to this art form. Each school's parade is a highly structured, 80-minute-long moving opera. It starts with the Comissão de Frente, an intricate choreographed dance group that introduces the school's theme. Then come the different alas, or wings, each with a unique costume representing a part of the story. Towering floats, some reaching several stories high, glide down the avenue, carrying performers and mind-blowing sculptures. And let's talk about those costumes. They are wearable works of art, often covered in thousands of sequins, beads, and, of course, magnificent feathers. But they're not just for show. Each costume is symbolic, a crucial piece of the narrative puzzle that the school is presenting. The bateria, the heart-pounding drum section of hundreds of percussionists, drives the parade forward with an irresistible rhythm. Leading them is the Rainha de Bateria, the queen of the drums, a powerful and skilled dancer who embodies the spirit and energy of the school. It's a competition judged on everything from rhythm and song to costumes and theme. But for the participants, it's about pride, passion, and representing their community on the world's biggest stage. But Rio's Sambadrome is just one piece of the puzzle. Carnival is a national celebration, and it looks different all across Brazil. Head northeast to Salvador in the state of Bahia, and you'll find a completely different vibe. Here, the party is in the streets. Travel a bit further up the coast to Olinda and Recife in Pernambuco, and you'll find yet another unique carnival. Here, the rhythm is frevo, a frenetic, acrobatic dance style performed with a tiny, colorful umbrella. The streets are filled with giant puppets or boncos gigantes representing folklore characters and celebrities. The music is played by brass bands, creating a lively, almost frantic atmosphere that is completely infectious. It's a moment of catharsis, a release from the pressures of daily life. It's also a powerful platform for social and political commentary. The themes chosen by samba schools often tackle important issues like history, environmentalism, social justice, and politics. Turning the parade into a powerful form of public discourse, Carnival is a living, breathing tradition that continues to evolve. It's a beautiful paradox, a highly organized, multi-million-dollar spectacle that is, at its core, a grassroots expression of community and culture. It's a celebration born from resistance that has become a symbol of national pride. It's the sound of the drums in the favela, the intricate stitch on a costume, the roar of the crowd in the Sambadrome, and the shared joy of millions dancing in the streets.